Well, hello, it's Yvonne, your pampered chef. I'm excited to be making stovetop stuffed peppers. I'm using my pepper core to take all of the inside of the bell pepper out. I love this product, and look at that. Everything comes right out. It also comes with another piece that actually stores right in the top that you can use to scrape all of those membrane seeds right out, easy peasy. I'm going to go ahead and do that right into the trash can really quickly. You can also use that for taking the tops off of strawberries and tomatoes, and you can also use it for jalapenos. Check that out. I'm going to use my foundations knife, that utility knife, super sharp, full tang, won't come out from the blade to the handle, and it has a lifetime warranty. I've cut all of my bell peppers already. That foundations knife is actually part of a set. It comes with a paring knife, the utility, our bread knife, and our 8-inch knife that's in my sink right now. You can flap that over. You can put it down in your drawer, or you can stand it up. It's just beautiful. Did I mention those knives have a lifetime warranty? They're so sharp. All right, we're going to take 1 cup of this broth. I'm using my Easy Read measuring cup. You read from the inside, which I love. They're microwave safe, dishwasher safe, and they come in a set of 4, so you can nest them together easy peasy. There's even a silicone piece on the handle, so it helps so you don't slip. So we've got about half of that. The rest I'm going to add into the meat mixture. I'll show you that in just a second. I'm using our beautiful 4.5 quart stainless steel pan, and now I'm going to add some tomato sauce with that broth. Using our smooth edge can opener, even though it has a pop top on there, I can use it right over the top. It's not cutting the can open, so woohoo, I can do that. It's not going to spill on me. I'm going to turn it around 10 or 12 times or so. It doesn't feel like you're doing anything. You take it off, and then there's a little grippy part there, so you can attach that to the edge of the lid to take it right off. And look at that. No sharp edges whatsoever for your fingers or for your scrapers. I'm going to go ahead and pour that in with the broth in our pan here. The pan does have a lifetime warranty as well. I love this big one. It has 2 handles on there. I'll show you in just a second. So we're taking all of that tomato sauce out of the can. No worries about cutting my scraper. I'm going to take everything out. Boom. Look how clean that is. All right. All right, next thing we're going to do is we're going to add some seasoning here. So I've got our bell pepper herb seasoning. I love this seasoning. I'm using our tablespoon here. That comes in a set as well. Flat on the bottom, so you can actually pour it in, or you can scoop right out. So look at all of that flavor. Yum. All of our seasonings are gluten-free. If you haven't tried them, you've got to. Lots are low sodium, including this one, and low sugar or no sugar. I love that as well. I'm going to use my whisk tongs, open them right up, that silicone on the bottom, and I'm just going to mix those 3 ingredients together really quickly. Lots of people like to use these for hard-boiled eggs. You can use them for chicken, all kinds of things. Those are called our whisk tongs, and I'm going to go ahead and cover that up and let it cook for just about 5 minutes. Look at how gorgeous that pan is. I absolutely love it. All right, so next thing we're going to do is we're going to get the meat mixture going right now. I'm going to put that can opener back in my drawer. It doesn't even come in contact with food. How cool is that? Easy peasy. Or what? We're going to add the meatloaf mix into that turkey meat. You can use beef if you'd like. We're going to use our shears. These come apart for easy cleaning. Take it back on, and then it has like a little notchy thing right there. People don't notice it, but it's actually great to use to open up the tops of containers, things like that, a little bit more easily. I'm going to cut right through this package. And this is not just for meatloaf, obviously. So we're going to add that into the mix there. And this is going to be delish for sure, for sure. I'm going to show you our stand mixer next. Check it out. Here we go. Easy peasy. Big bowl, made of stainless. It comes with 3 attachments. We've got the balloon whisk and the dough hook, and then the scraper one. I love that one. It gets everything around the edges out, and it's so easy to use this. It actually weighs 10 pounds less than our competitors, and I'm going to go ahead and add some rice in here. I've made that in a rice cooker. In the microwave, 15 minutes. There's 2 cups of rice right there, and I'm going to open this up, and I realized I was probably supposed to use half of that amount of rice, but it's okay. I had lots of meat left over for another time. So you can cook once, and then you can use it for another time too. I am pampered, not perfect. So there you go. I even dropped some on the counter a little bit, And I'm just going to take that out. I'm using my mix and chop scraper to take that out. All right, so let's take this down, and now I'm going to set it at mix. It even tells you what attachment is needed, and then I'm actually changing up the time. So I can take it all the way down, just needs 45 seconds. I do not touch the meat, which I absolutely love. I don't know about you, but 45 seconds can mix it all up. Stand mixers are not just for baking. I also shred chicken in this, and yes, you can do all different kinds of things in here. So we're going to let it ride for just about 45 seconds, and it's going to be so fast and easy. And I'm going to move on to scooping it out using our stainless large scoop. Most people use this for cookies. You can use it for portion control. There you go. And that's going to hold, I'm doing 2 scoops. So that's about 6 tablespoons of meat mixture in the bell peppers, all right? So all of it even, so it helps cook evenly that way as well. And we can scoop everything out of that bowl easy. Look at that. Yep. All right. We're back at the pan, and yum, look at this. Just 5 minutes. It's already cooking up there. Now I'm just going to add those bell peppers to the pan, and those are going to cook up for about 35 minutes or so. So we're just going to set it right inside of there. I literally went and walked away, laid down for a little bit, did some work, and then came back to this when my timer went off at 35 minutes. So this is a great recipe. Most people who don't even like bell peppers love this recipe, and I do too. I've made it several times, and it's quite delicious and so easy to make as well. There we go. We're going to put the lid on, and now we're going to use our knife again to grate some cheese up. So I'm going to use my adjustable grater. You can fold it flat for storage. You can open it up or open it all the way up, which I love. So that's the way I typically use it. And I'm using 4 ounces of that cheese. And what's great is it's going to melt better. It's going to taste better. It's better for you. It's less expensive. Do not buy the bag, y'all. And what happens when you grate it like this is it actually doubles in size. So that means I'm going to have a cup of shredded cheese. I'm getting to the end now, so I'm going to use my slider right there. I'm going to put the cheese right down inside of there so that there's no way I can grate my fingers or knuckles or anything like that. Have you ever done that before? All right, there we go. So it takes it all the way to the edge. Voila. All right, back at the pan, and it is all done. I'm using my instant read thermometer. I love this. You turn it on. It has a bottle opener. It has a magnet. It has a clip. It even has a probe, so you can stick that in a turkey or a roast or ham, and then keep this part out on your countertop to let you know exactly what the internal temperature is. It even tells you on there what it should be for what different kinds of food. No Googling necessary, which I love. It's right there. I stuck it in all of them. They're all ready to go. Perfect. 165 for turkey. We're going to add that shredded cheese right on top. We're going to put it on everyone, and it melts pretty quickly, which is great. So we're just putting that in there, and then we're going to end it by garnishing with some fresh parsley. All right, let me get that lid aside really quick, and I'm using my herb keeper set that comes in a set of 3. The herb keeper will keep your herbs fresh with water in your fridge for up to 2 weeks. Crazy. Here's the grinder. We've got a ceramic ball in the bottom. I'm going to use my shears to just cut that parsley off, put it there, and then flip it over because that ball acts as a weight. There's a lid on there as well if you have leftover. So I'm just turning it up, and now it's grating my parsley. I use this for cilantro, for basil, all kinds of things. So easy. And now we've got it all grated up. I'm getting my beautiful piece of dinnerware, and this is our stoneware bowl. I'm going to put that right on top, and then I've got my little mini mix and scraper to pour that tomato sauce over to serve it up. So yum, so easy. Try it. You might like it.